And if you do that, you might have a shot. You have to have them tell you to slow down. You have to be balls to the walls. It's time for the Chill Zone, brought to you by Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/GWN. Celebrate responsibly, folks. Every beer begins with Coors.
Was that Diamonds?
I don't know.
Phone number is 424-291-2290.
Hey, Julian. I was just wondering, to take it back to your college days, if you had any advice for any walk-ons, that's just coming into college, coming into their own for the younger kids. Any advice for maybe a zero-star recruit or a recruit that's just, not looked at by too many colleges? Just let me know your thoughts on that.
Advice for walk-ons?
Zero-star recruit.
My advice would be you have to be first in every conditioning. You have to be the first one there, the last one to leave. You have to make them tell you to leave. You have to know everything in every meeting. You should become very close with the special teams coach. You should live in his back pocket. You should know every special team responsibility. And then whether you're on offense and defense, you need to know every responsibility for that, because if you have any opportunity, even if it's with like the 3s versus the 4s if you have a play, you have to have a plus play. There can't be a negative play. You need to know where to line up. You need to know where to go. You need to know the responsibility of the defense. You need to be able to execute what you have to do on offense. And if you do that, you might have a shot. You have to have them tell you to slow down. You have to be balls to the walls all fucking day. And you got to stay healthy. So you have to make yourself so disposable. You have to, like a crash dummy in like special teams or in offense when you're maybe a receiver or whatever, and you have to go in and block. You got to have them tell you to slow down. You can't be a problem though. You can't hurt other guys. You can't hurt a star or anything. But there's a fine line. That's what I would do.
Did Kent State have like tryouts for student body at all?
I don't remember.
Or all the walk-ons are all like through a recruiting process. You just don't get scholarship.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
At all.
Jules, Jackie, Kyler, love the pod. Eric from Detroit.
Detroit.
I wanted to make a request for not necessarily a game, but an era in sports history. If you could do something with the Bad Boy Pistons team.
Hell yeah.
Just, the hate that they got, along with maybe games against Jordan, games against the Celtics, games against the Lakers. Be a hell of a podcast. Thanks a lot, boys. Keep doing big things.
Would love to get
Would be a good guest
Isaiah
for
Thomas.
that. Isaiah Thomas.
Let's fucking get Isaiah Thomas out here.
Wasn't Rodman on those teams
would Michael
too?
Jordan not come on then?
Rodman.
But you want Rodman for a Bulls game.
We've been trying to get Rodman we should reach back out on that front on Rodman. Bill Laimbeer. He does media. That'd be cool.
Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas.
Larry Brown coached some of those Pistons teams later on.
Those were I like those Pistons. Those are the ones I remember.
We should try to get AI
with Rip Hamilton.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups. Ben
Wallace, and then there was another Rasheed Wallace.
Yes.
I loved those teams.
Yeah.
And then who's the alien-looking dude? Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah. Are you impressed? I just named that whole roster.
I was kind of impressed that I remembered it too. But that was a cool team.
Yeah,
they were OG.
And they won one of those.
They won
right?
one.
Yeah.
I like those teams. I don't know why. I've always had a soft spot for Detroit.
America.
Maybe it's because it's the auto industry, and my dad is associated with cars.
You Ford or Chevy?
Very complex.
Okay, all right. We'll save that for the next episode.
Grew up a Chevy kid. Suburban. GM. Chrysler. No, GM. Cadillac. We were Chevy people.
Okay.
Have a Mustang though. I was always a huge fan of the old Mustangs.
Did you aware?
But also, I'm a huge fan. I like the old Vets too.
Yeah.
I like the old Chevelles. I like the old Novas. I like the old 55 like step side short bed trucks. Those 55 when they had was that teeth then? They were teethy. They were like the Bel Airs. I used to like the 57 Bel Air with the wings.
Yeah.
But I also like the 55 because they're a little shorter and they had the teeth. They were a little more sporty. I was a Chevy kid but then became just I like for collectibles. I like old American cars.
Yeah, yeah. And from an era, they were built really.
But I like them hot rodded out. I wouldn't be an original guy. I'd put a little like I'd slam it a little, maybe not slam a little, but I'd make it like fucking badass. Those are sick trucks. My first truck was like a 65. It was my brother's, and then I had it for a little while. It was a 65 Ford pickup short bed, which was badass, and it had the old Mustang bucket seats. It was like the biggest piece of shit in the world. 3 on the tree, so it was like right here. I used to have to put phone books on because I was too short to see over the wheel.
That's how Jack has to drive.
No seat belts, and it was okay. It was like legal. It's tight.
I always thought it was fun with interesting with those American cars. Like Mercury is owned by Ford, it's like the same company.
Yeah,
and
so
then have some of the models.
Chrysler's the same.
And then have some of the models that just be the same exact car, just with a different brand. And that Ford Mustang had a Mercury absolute mimic car called the Mercury Cougar.
Yeah,
that
the Cougar
picked up, but it was exactly the same car as
Not
the
like
Mustang.
exactly, but they were like
close.
the sportier.
Yeah,
they were. I remember the Cougars.
Yeah. Just so you know, an update on the group chat is blowing up about our conversation earlier about who our top 3 most famous guests are.
I saw
Billy seems to think that Rich Ornberger is. Thoughts?
Rich Ornberger?
Yeah.
Very funny.
Big Rich from San Diego radio.
I mean, I bet you, yeah.
Yeah, he's up there. Top 3. Okay.
So what you're saying is that Ray Bourque brought the Stanley Cup to Boston back in 2001. And all of a sudden, Boston sports start popping off. He just brought the Stanley Cup back to Boston again. Does that mean something here? Does it mean something? I don't know. But I'm loving it. Great day, gentlemen.
I don't want to put that out there, but it's out there.
I don't think Marchand can do the same thing Bourque did because he's already won a cup in Boston. That's a little weird. And the Florida Panthers are a bit of a rival now in the same conference, that I don't think it would be the same. You could do this because this guy's pitching. Brad Marchand takes his cup in Boston.
Did he?
He has the day. No, he hasn't yet. But when it's his day.
He already had his day?
No. They're just, by the way, if anyone wants
I've been following Brad.
Dude,
he's
electric.
Amazing.
$500,000 bill at 11, I think, 11s or whatever. But sick, right? So this guy's pushing to do a Stanley Cup because remember Ray Bourque said he brought it, and then the dynasties happen.
Well, man, all I know is his fucking stories have been hilarious.
Yeah. I've just been living and breathing with Stanley Cup
He's like
content.
37. Still looks young. Still partying with the young whippersnapper.
That one picture the morning after when he clearly hasn't slept yet, has like 3 beers in his arm.
Well, that was the Chill Zone. Thanks to our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/GWN. Celebrate responsibly.